If you are an aspiring content creator or you're established and want to diversify your income without giving up your day job, join me on May 29th at 1 p.m. Eastern for the Part-Time Creator Full-Time Income Workshop, co-presented with Phil Pallen. In this workshop, we will share a blueprint for monetizing your passions through intelligent branding and strategic content creation. Whether you're interested in affiliate marketing or you're wanting to book more paid brand partnerships, this is the workshop for you. It's okay to be multi-passionate, and we're going to help you navigate that while striving for financial freedom. You can buy your $10 workshop ticket at shoplashandabrown.com, or you can become a STAR student for $10 a month to receive entry as well. I'm really excited for you to learn how service providers are juggling being content creators. I'll see you soon on May 29th. Good morning and happy Monday to you. My name is LaShonda Brown, and I am a tech educator, YouTube coach, and speaker based in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. And welcome to Biz Advice Live. I just made that up. I'm gonna be honest with you. I cleaned up the front end of my YouTube channel and I was like, what do I call it when I am delivering business advice via live streams? And I think Biz Advice Live is a really good way to describe what we do on Monday mornings. I treat my live streams as a way to take you behind the scenes in my business, but also as a way to support my members because I have shifted to a membership first model. So if you haven't heard people talk about that, there's so many different income streams that you can have as a YouTuber, but I have realized that I become so much more engaging and passionate when I know there's other people on the other side of this camera. And so I do that through my membership communities. So I have 2 of them, and I want to start recognizing them more on the live streams and not just in workshops. So in case you didn't know, I have a very thriving membership that is currently housed on Buy Me a Coffee, and we will be transitioning to our app on Uscreen very, very soon. And those folks are listed here. So if you are a STAR student or a Bootstrap creator, I just want to say thank you. And if you've never heard of my membership, I'll quickly explain that and then we'll hop into the information for today. So my membership has 2 different tiers. STAR Student is my monthly subscription to my workshops. So you saw that commercial play before the live stream. Every month, I co-present a workshop with a subject matter expert. This month, I'm bringing in Phil Pallen to help me teach a session called Part-Time YouTuber, Full-Time Income. And that is specifically geared to folks who work a 9-to-5, who don't want to quit their day job, but do want to leverage YouTube as a way to grow their side hustles. So these are all the different things that we're going to try to cover in that workshop. And so if you are a STAR student, you automatically get a seat to those workshops every month. And you get the replays for the previous workshops that we presented. So if you don't want to do a subscription to my workshops, you can always go to shoplashandabrown.com and buy a ticket for that specific event. But this is a great way for you to support the channel and also make sure that you're included on these trainings. Now, for those of you who want my support in growing your YouTube channel, I specifically help service providers because that's where my background is. Those folks are called Bootstrap creators. So these are service providers who want to leverage tech and YouTube to drive traffic to their offers, generate passive income, and eventually partner with brands. So I show them exactly what I'm doing to be able to support a team of 6 and to grow my brand. And then every month we bring in a brand partner of the month so that they can learn the behind the scenes of what's happening inside of those brands and eventually become affiliates if it makes sense for them. So I'm making introductions for them all the time, whether it's with editors or VAs. And so this is my super close-knit group of folks. Now, here's the deal. We keep growing and growing and growing. After the workshop this Saturday, we got even more STAR students in, so I had to update this graphic. We have our official branding with the Bootstrap at the top, and STAR students have their logo, Bootstrap creators have theirs. I just got an email this morning that my first round of t-shirts are ready, so I'm going to go make sure those are good. So we're seriously growing, and I want to express my gratitude, but also tell you guys the truth about how people are actually making money on YouTube. If it was just about the AdSense revenue, there would be no way for me to do what I'm doing. But because I have multiple streams of income, I'm able to do YouTube within a 20-hour work week. And so this is how that happens. Now, if you didn't know, this past Saturday, I did do a workshop. I do a free workshop every month, typically on a Saturday at 11. And we talked about a 5-hour strategy to YouTube. I did a whole deep dive on scripting and SEO and on YouTube surfaces. And then I showed you 4 different ways that you can go about doing YouTube in your business so that you can only dedicate 5 hours a week. So I am going to link to that in the description when this video is over. There was a really extensive email that I sent to all of the folks after the workshop, and I would prefer for you guys to get that and the edited version of the workshop versus the StreamYard link. So just give me a couple minutes after this is over and I'll make sure you get that. So that is what's been happening. That is what's going on in my universe. And I want to tell you guys exactly what I am doing to set up my membership challenge in my community. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So if you want to literally see me build an offer in real time, this is the live stream for you. So if you haven't already, make sure that you like this video, because when you engage with this content, it truly does help this video to get more traction on YouTube. I've noticed that my live streams are starting to outperform my feed videos, and that's because of you. So thank you so much for commenting, whether you're watching this live or commenting on the replay. Both count toward engagement on my videos, and your likes while you're watching it live or watching in the replay count as well. So thank you so much for doing that. And if you're wondering what I'm using right now to do all of these special effects on my own, I'm leveraging a tool called StreamYard. StreamYard is what I use not only for my live streams, but for my workshops as well. So I don't have to have multiple tools to do that. And if you use my link, lashondabrown.com/StreamYard, you can give it a try absolutely free for 14 days. All right, so I think we are done with all of our housekeeping for today. I do want to remind you that all of the tools that I have negotiated discount codes for have been added to the tools page of my website. Things were coming fast and furious, and this was the quickest way for me to update you on all the discount codes, all the special links. So you can always go to lashondabrown.com/tools to save money on the tools that I recommend. So I've tried PDFs, I tried including it in emails, and this just made the most sense. So just make sure that if you see a tool that you want to leverage, go check out my page before signing up, because typically I have a discount code. And if for nothing else, you signing up for a free trial is a way to support the channel at no additional cost to you. All right, cool. Now, I have never done this before. This could be a hot mess or it could be a huge success. But I'm going to actually share my whiteboard in Canva and literally walk you through how this thing is set up. So I see my friends, Darlene is here, ready to learn. Keisha is here. Peachberry Products. Can you let me know your name? Because I see you a lot in the comments and I'm so grateful for your support, but I don't know your name. So let me know in the comments. But y'all, this might be over the top for a live stream, but this is where my brain is right now. So we're gonna do a deep dive. All right, so let me start with my Canva whiteboard and make sure you guys can see it. Okay, so I think the best way, I think this will make it a little bit bigger. Okay, yeah, we'll do it that way. This is so vulnerable. Oh my. So first of all, you can do this in Canva. A lot of you don't even know this feature is there. A lot of people will use this feature for collaborating on a call. If you create a whiteboard and you send everyone the link to the whiteboard, they can collaborate in real time in this infinite space. And so it's a way for people to brainstorm, to participate, and then for you to have all the notes when everything is over. So if you are managing a remote team, whether you are in corporate or you're a small business owner, this is a really fun way to use Canva that has nothing to do with making graphics. So this is how I visualized how I wanted this challenge to work. And so before I got into creating anything, I decided that I was going to set some intentions. I was going to decide first and foremost, who is this challenge even for? Now, in my business, I am constantly bringing in new community members from different backgrounds. And when we launch the app, I'll be able to do a better onboarding system where I can get more information about who is a member, where are they in their journey. But for now, I do a lot of live polling. So I get a pretty good pulse on where people are. And after the live stream or after the workshop that we did on Saturday, it was confirming that I have a lot of members in my community who don't already have their YouTube channel launched. And so I thought, okay, we need to get people caught up to speed, and we need to use accountability and community to help people to achieve that goal. Because it's not going to matter if I continue to educate about YouTube if they don't have a channel to apply it to. So going back to the whiteboard, my who, if you see like the little branch off of that, the start a YouTube channel in a week is for my current Bootstrap creators who have not launched their channels, and for my social media followers who are service providers and want to get started, but they're not ready to sign up for Bootstrap creators with a recurring payment. Now, I express that because I understand that some folks aren't ready to go from they watch my free content to they have a recurring payment going to my business. And so I want to give people an opportunity, just like Star students, for them to hop into Bootstrap creators for a single month versus saying, either you sign up for a recurring payment or you get nothing. Okay. Some folks will say, come in for this challenge and cancel anytime. And I would rather not have to put people through like the stress and strain of having to cancel a membership. If they want to come in with a targeted focus and basically test drive the membership for a month, I want them to be able to do that without jacking up the workflows that I have in place for everything else. And so I wanted this challenge to kind of exist in its own ecosystem, but be a funnel to hopefully get some new Bootstrap creators into my membership. I don't know how often I'm going to do these challenges, but I wanted to use it as a teachable moment for you all and to really test and see what was effective for my community. And so what I want you to understand from the beginning is I'm not adding people to the membership from a logistic standpoint with this challenge. I am giving them access to what happens in the membership, and then they can decide afterwards if they want to stay for the month of July and forward. Okay. I hope that makes sense. So if you're watching live and you have questions about this strategy as I'm describing it to you, go ahead and drop it in the comments because I'm literally workshopping this live with you. So I'm open to feedback, but that's my thought process. My thought process was I don't want people to feel like they're locking into recurring payment just to participate in this challenge. So I'm having the challenge exist on a separate ecosystem, but at the same time, I'm making it free for members and I'm charging the membership rate for a single month to new folks. All right. So if we go back, we're going to talk about the what. What are they going to accomplish by the end of the challenge? So challenge participants will learn how to launch a YouTube channel that will help them increase traffic to their service offerings and generate passive income for their business. I want to have a very clear outcome for this time. Now, I also understand folks are busy, okay, because we're in the summertime. So I want them to be equipped to do this, and whether they pull this off or not in the week is up to them, right? But I want them to have everything that they need to make this happen. Now, the other thing that I will express, especially for my Bootstrap creators watching this, I also think this will be a great opportunity for you to revisit your current channels and to make sure that you have everything set up to generate leads for yourself and to generate passive income. Even those of you who have a channel may not have your channel set up properly for 2024. There are new features that have come out. There are new ways that you can generate a passive income. And this challenge is going to help get you caught up to speed if you've had your channel for a while. So that's another use of the challenge. So I want to keep it fun. I understand people are coming in at all different skill levels, but that's what we're going for. I'm trying to get everybody caught up to speed in a really fun way so that we can all grow together. Okay. Now, when is it going to take place? This is huge because I began to realize that although I have a very engaged membership, I have a lot of folks who are still working 9 to 5. And so when we do our sessions at 1 p.m. Eastern, while it's great for me, it's not always great for my members. Alan is a great one. Alan has a channel called God and Gigs. We have become dear friends, but he works. So he's always watching the replays of sessions and he's not able to participate live when we do community events. So I am specifically changing up my schedule that week so that I can accommodate folks who work 9 to 5. So all of the sessions will be hosted at 7 p.m. Okay. Now it's going to be on me to keep the sessions engaging because people would have worked during the day. But I think the way that we're going to teach it and the tools that we're going to use will keep it interesting so that folks have the ability to pop on. So if they have children, they can do dinner, pop on. If they work, they can drive home, grab a bite, pop on. So I'm hoping that this will help some of the members who've not been able to experience the sessions live to be able to participate. So that's a huge change. I usually do everything at either 10 a.m. on Monday or 1 p.m. when I host sessions, but I'm going to try to do 7 p.m. and see how it works out. Again, it could crash and burn, but sometimes you just got to do things and then see how it goes. Now, what am I going to charge for it? I will be charging $50 for the challenge. And I feel comfortable with that because it's $10 a day to show up. I mean, this is so low cost. Most challenges that I see are like 3-day challenges and cost $97. So I feel like this is a really good amount for what we're going to do. And I'm going to treat the challenge participants like a Bootstrap creator for the entire month of June. So they get a taste of what it's like to be a member before signing up for annual billing. Okay. And then here is the super important part. How am I actually going to execute the challenge? Okay. Now, this is where a lot of people get hung up. They have the challenge idea. They say, oh my goodness, this is so great. Everybody's doing this as a way to grow their list, to generate passive income, yada, yada, yada. But the tech side of it is where people weep a little inside. Okay. And I understand that, which is why I'm going to take the time to show you the tech stack that I'll be using for the challenge. Okay. So here's the deal. A lot of your educators online are going to strategically paywall things along the way as a way to keep working you through their funnel. And that is not my business model. And I really want to express the difference. What I am trying to do is to build a loyal community of business owners who love the way that I teach, who love the way that I support, and continue to give because they're getting value no matter what they show up for. Whether it is a co-presented workshop, a group coaching call, a challenge, every time they pop on, they learn something. And so they walk away feeling a little bit more equipped to run their online business. So I'm not trying to think in my head like, oh, I should be selling that for $97 and put that as a course, or, oh, I should be launching that as a high ticket offer. Like, having an overcomplicated business model typically slows people down. So the easiest thing for me to do is to focus on serving my members and giving people opportunities to experience what it's like to be a member. Having a $10 a month membership and a $50 a month membership has been enough for me to be able to sustain growth, to develop systems, and to get better and better as an educator. If I had all of these different offers, it would be overly complicated. Now, for those who really want that high touch, like it's just me and you getting all up in my business, I do offer one-on-one strategy sessions, but that is just, it's almost like if you ask me, I have a link, but I am not even remotely pushing everybody to that. I would rather people join my community to get a feel. And that's why I make it super accessible. So I want to help you to frame the difference because a lot of you are implementing my business model in your business. So I want you to understand the why behind what I do so that you're not just blindly mimicking what I'm putting out there into the world. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. All right, so if we go back to our how, the wait list is a full page Flowdesk form. The initial checkout, I'm actually going to change it, and I'm going to show you why. Initially, I thought I was going to use Calendly because I totally forgot about Flowdesk checkout. We're going to use Flowdesk checkout instead. Official sign up for the challenge will be another Flowdesk form. I'm going to use Jotform for challenge profiles. We're going to use Butter for the kickoff and celebration calls, StreamYard for sessions, AHA Slides for added engagement, and Groove for community support during the week. Now, here's why I want to show you that. I leverage a lot of tech to be able to provide people with a highly engaged experience and really exciting instructional design. That's how I do it. Are there simpler ways to do it? Sure. But part of how I do what I do is to demo how tech tools work as you are walking through my business. Okay. So I did consolidate a lot within Flowdesk, but I'm going to leverage some new stuff. Okay. So let me walk you through a few of what those things are. So the first one is Butter. And Butter is a very strange name for a really cool tool. Butter is an alternative to Zoom. I have been very frustrated with Zoom lately. The amount of times people have gotten stuck in the waiting room, the webinar format stresses me out. Like, it was just a mess. And until I could find a solution for a video conferencing tool that had breakout rooms, I did not cancel my account. Butter can do that even better than Zoom. And so this is what we'll be using in the challenge. So I wanted to give people an opportunity to meet each other on the front end and the back end of the challenge. A lot of people like to watch the instruction just on StreamYard, so I don't see them, they just see me. But I do want to give people a chance to network and meet new people. People are not going to be forced into the breakout rooms, but they will have the option to do that. And so this is going to be a really cool thing for the members. Now, if I scroll down, this is so small, but one of the things I love about Butter is you can create a Butter room, like a Zoom room, that has like hold music, and you can customize what it looks like. So it's going to play waiting room music called Soul Butter, which is great. And it has a picture of me with the Bootstrap logo. And I just feel like the experience of hopping into that waiting room versus the Zoom one and not really knowing, am I there? Did I forget about the meeting? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I get a certain level of anxiety when I'm put in a Zoom room because I've experienced so many technical difficulties that I don't like the experience. So this is a huge reason why I want to use Butter. So I'll be doing like some more tutorials and videos about Butter because I really do love it. They're a brand new partner. And I just think it's going to be a great alternative. Plus, the collaboration tools are incredible. They have like flashcards. You can set agendas and timers, and it's a whole vibe. So what I'll be doing is kicking off the challenge on that Monday night. So we're not going to like hop in and be learning all the things. Nobody wants to do that. It's a Monday, right? Our brains are not ready. The weekend just ended. So I know that going in, so I want it to be fun. So we're just going to have a blast. Of course, there's going to be giveaways, and we're just going to have a great opportunity to set intention, meet new people, ask questions, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So that's going to be Monday night. Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night will be instruction. And so in the morning, on Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, people are going to get their homework. Things for them to work on, things for them to do during the day. Then on Friday, we're going to have a celebration of what we did, and we'll be back in the Butter room. Okay. So on the front end and on the back end of the challenge, I'm going to give people an opportunity to network, to meet each other, to use this new tool. Okay. Now, if you guys want to try Butter, it's already on the tools page, so you can try it. They gave me I think it I think it doesn't have a code. It's just a link. The link will get you a 7-day trial and then 30% off your first 3 months. That's what they gave me. But it's a really awesome tool and I'm super excited about it. So StreamYard is phenomenal for the webinar format because I can do like what I'm doing now, but behind a paywall, if you will. But this aspect is something StreamYard can't do. StreamYard cannot do the breakout rooms. And so I'm really excited to have that with the Butter tool, and that's going to be a lot of fun. All right. So when it comes to the landing pages, I already have, and let me go into settings so I can kind of show you guys. Yeah, there we go. So I have this landing page already active. It is in the description of this video. And I also posted it on Instagram. So I kind of marketed to Instagram. The email this morning was the first time my list heard about it. And so I'm kind of slowly dripping out information about the challenge. Now, what I love about the Flodesk full page forms, especially the updates that they've made, is you can toggle things on and off to really get a good landing page vibe. Okay, so full page and Flodesk is their equivalent to a landing page. Okay, so the way that I have mine set up is I just say, join the fam. I have the logo turned on. So if you toggle it off, it disappears. Then I have join the fam for June. Bootstrap Creators is my YouTube membership designed for service providers who want to get monetized on YouTube, drive more traffic to their offers, and generate passive income. I've designed a challenge for the members in June to launch their YouTube channel if they don't already have one. If you're interested in dropping in for this 5-day challenge, drop your email address below. So I have been super chill about getting this out into the public. I already have 12 people signed up, which is crazy because if 12 people become members, that's going to be like, woo, that's going to be a lot of people coming in. But I want them to be in if they want to be in. Okay. So first name, email, and add me to the wait list. So I customized that button. So it was very clear by you giving me first name, email, you are getting added to the wait list for the challenge. Now, some of these people may be new to my ecosystem. And so that is why I wanted to include a photo and a little bit about me. Now, this 3 paragraphs is actually from my LinkedIn profile. So I didn't even write new copy. This is how I kind of explain the why behind what I do. If you follow me on LinkedIn, you've already seen this, but it says there's no shame in bootstrapping. We all had to start somewhere, but you shouldn't be doing this alone. After 10 plus years in business, it's now my desire to be the mentor I always wanted. Hi. I'm LaShonda, founder of Bootstrap Biz Device, a tech education company where service providers learn how to work less and live more by leveraging technology and YouTube. We are committed to leading with reckless generosity, and it permeates everything we do. We understand that entrepreneurship can be extremely isolating, so every video, every workshop, every coaching call is designed with community and collaboration in mind. We believe tech education should be affordable and engaging, so we partner with SaaS brands to keep our prices low for our students, and we leverage cutting-edge tech tools to infuse joy and wonder into our instructional design. When you know how to leverage tech, you can do less manually and live a more fulfilling life without sacrificing your health or reducing your income in the process. If our values align, this is the place for you. So I took some time to cultivate that paragraph or those 3 paragraphs that I put on LinkedIn. And so I want to get in the habit, if somebody is brand new to me, this is what you need to know about me. So before you go signing up for stuff, you got to understand that I do things differently. I lead with reckless generosity. Community and collaboration are important to me, and I try to keep things as affordable as possible. So I didn't need all those other settings that Flodesk had. Like, I don't need a link list. I didn't need social icons. And so all I did was just toggle those things off to keep it very simple, only the essential information. Okay. So again, this is linked in the bio on my Instagram account, and I created like a broadcast channel on Instagram for kicks and gigs and dropped it in there. Okay. So that is the full page form that gets people on the wait list. Now, within Flowdesk, you also have the option to create a checkout page. My brain was thinking Calendly as a way to like collect money, but then also separate them. And then this morning, I'm like, girl, Flowdesk checkout. Like this is finally a really good like situation where this makes sense. And this will allow me to explain what the challenge is, collect payment through the Stripe integration, and add them to Flowdesk without having to go in Zapier at all. Okay. So if you don't have a website or you decide you want to do a challenge or something like this is a great way for you to educate people and set up payment processing without having to update your own website or pay for a whole nother tool. Okay. Checkout is included in your Flowdesk membership if you're doing the, I forget what they call it. I don't know if it's like email and commerce or email and checkout, but you can do everything inside of Flowdesk. And this is a fairly new feature. So I've educated you guys on it, but I haven't used it for a paid product. I've only used it for freebies. So totally forgot about it, but glad I remembered. Okay. So if you want to, you can just do a checkout page. You can just, collect name and email, get their credit card information. Bob's your uncle, go on my list. But I do want to educate folks. So I think what I will probably end up using, they have a couple different layouts there under service. I think I might end up using the digital product one, but you can see there's a lot of different options. Selling coaching, that might be a good fit. But you can see here, it really does look like a website. So you can put your testimonials. How does this sound to you? Join, some stats, what's inside, the price, FAQ, bonus offer. And what's nice is all of the buttons that are included on the Flowdesk checkout page will lead to the checkout landing page. So multiple buttons all linked to the same spot. You can do bonus offers. You can do bonuses after people sign up. It's actually really cool. So I think that's going to simplify my life. So I will probably end up designing the landing page today. So what I've told people on the wait list is I'm getting my systems in place. Once I have everything in place, I'll send you the link so you can sign up and get in. Okay. So that way I can go ahead and start collecting interest as I narrow down what I want to use. So instead of doing Calendly, because this is what I had set up, and I'm like, it's kind of confusing because I can only do the one day, even though it can collect the payments and do reminders. I'm like, I think people need more information than just, what's over here. So, sometimes you set up systems and then you trash them. And that's the reality. Even for a tech educator, I'm constantly looking for, is this confusing? Is this complicated? How can I refine it? Because the more you can reduce friction, the more satisfied your customers are going to be. And everything can't be flawless from the beginning. Sometimes people use it and you see flaws in it as you go along. So you have to be open to just being flexible. But I do think that if you compare the Calendly page or like something you put in your cart, like on PayHip, I think the Flowdesk checkout page is going to be the winner because I can educate people on all the different aspects of the challenge, what people are going to learn, what we're going to do. And then they immediately go on my email list in a segment while also paying their $50. So I think that's a home run. So that's what I'm going to be using for that. All right, let me go ahead and close out some of my tabs. And yeah, that also kept me from needing, I had made this little landing page for once people paid. I was going to add them to had them do this. So they had to sign up again for another segment. And I'm like, it's not there. There's something else I could do better. So I got rid of that. And so again, Flowdesk checkout is going to consolidate all of that, collect money, get them on the right segment, so I can email out the challenge information every day. That just made a lot more sense. So thank you, Flowdesk, for that. And if you want to try Flowdesk, you can go to LaShondaBrown.com/Flowdesk. And what is it? I think you can get it. Free trial is 30 days and then 50% off your first year is what I got. Okay, so that's your Flowdesk moment. Let's see. What else do I want to share with you? Okay, so we talked about that landing page, talked about that. I'm like closing out my tabs so we don't get crazy. Talked about Calendly. Talked about Butter. Okay, cool. We'll go back to Canva then. And this is pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna go back to Canva. I have learned when you guys get really quiet in the comments, it's because you're actually paying attention. So I'm gonna say I appreciate the attention, but I would love your like. So if you like this content, I have never done a live stream this extensive where I'm just showing you me flailing and flopping as I build this in real time. So if you like it, go ahead and give this a thumbs up, because if it performs well, I'll just keep sharing with you what I'm doing. So thank you so much for your support. All right, so let's go back to the Canva whiteboard and we're going to talk about marketing. So the number one reason why most people are not thriving in their online business is they're not putting half as much effort into marketing as they do in building their offers. Feature films understand that half of your movie budget is just marketing, because if people don't know it exists, they're not going to go see your fabulous movie. So here is the marketing plan for the challenge. Okay. So on the left-hand side, you'll see like a green block that says channels. And so when I refer to channels, these are ways that I market in my business that seem to perform well for me. Are there other options? Sure. This is what I like. This is what's currently working. Email, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn. And let's emphasize, Instagram is my least favorite of the bunch, so I'm not spending a ton of time there, but it has worked for some things. So on email, I can email my full list. I can email my May workshop attendee segment about this. I can email the Bootstrap creator segment to help market this. Within YouTube, I can leverage live streaming and I can do pre-recorded feed videos. On Instagram, I can update my link in bio. I can use Instagram stories. I can use a pop-up broadcast channel. I can post reels. I can boost a carousel post. And on LinkedIn, I can post to my feed. I can also write a newsletter article. Okay. So these are all the different channels that have worked in some way, shape, or form in the past. Then I went to the right-hand side and said, okay, cute, but like, when is this stuff even going to happen? Because this is not the only thing I have going on in my life. Okay. So I'm going to try not to overwhelm y'all, but if nothing else, let's just take a moment before I get into the nitty gritty. I put a lot of time into my low cost offers, and there is a perception online that if it doesn't cost a lot, it's not valuable. And for a lot of folks, that might be true. But the reason why my offers are low cost and affordable is because they're subsidized by brand partnerships. I partner with brands. Brands pay me thousands of dollars, so you don't have to. And I do double duty. I work for them and I work for you. But I make sure that I do enough work with my brand partners that I'm able to help service providers in need who simply need to grow their business in an affordable way. Bootstrap Biz Device has always been about helping people to grow their biz without breaking the bank. I want to remove the stigma of bootstrapping. And for so many of you, you don't have the budget currently for you to just shell out money for a high ticket offer in hopes that it's going to work for you. And so I genuinely want to help. I genuinely want to share what I know. And so in order to make that happen, I do sponsored videos. I do sponsored live streams. I do what I have to do to be able to make sure things are covered so that I can help as many people as I can, as affordably as I can. So even though you're paying $50 for this challenge, I want you to see the level of intention that's not only going into the content, but just in educating you that the offer is even there. So everyone is different. Okay. I'm not slamming anybody running an online business. I am just trying to do a better job of showing people. I can show you better than I can tell you. Let's just say that. I want to show you what I'm doing to pull off what you're saying, because there are so many steps. There's so much intention. There's so much work. Even though I work 20 hours a week, I'm able to do that because I have a team supporting me. Their help is allowing me to just put my full attention on the content I create, whether it's on YouTube or behind a paywall in the community. So I don't want to shortchange what we're doing and simply say it's only worth $50. Heck no, this could probably be at least $500, the way that I'm going about doing this. But I understand that people are struggling and people need this information. And I want to do the best I can to help as many people as possible at a price they can afford. So if you are an educator who feels the same way, you have to take the time to show people, although the price is lower, there is still value there. It's on you for not teaching people the difference, okay? So I'm taking accountability for this. I hope you do the same. Show people better than you can tell them. Show them what happens behind the scenes. Show them the level of intention going behind your PDFs and your workshops. If you don't show them, they will assume because it is cheap, it is not valuable. And if that is not true for you, you've got to do the added work to educate them on the difference, because there's so much online that says the complete opposite. It says, oh, invest in yourself. Oh, you're not going to care about it if you don't pay for it. And that's just not true. That is simply not true, at least not on this channel and at least not in my community. The free workshop that I did on Saturday, I definitely could have charged for, but I know people are strapped for time and I wanted to show people how you can do YouTube if all you have is 5 hours a week to dedicate to it. So that's my heart behind what I do. And when you guys like my videos and you comment and you share them, you help me to continue being able to show up and teach in this way. It is so contradictory to everything I've been taught, but it's what I love. It's what works for me. And so I'm committed to being myself. And so that is super, super essential to communicate if you are aligned with the way that I do things and want to continue to grow online. All right. So going back on email, I'm going to set up my first member challenge live stream. Okay. And so that's what you guys got. If you're on the Bootstrap Club, that's what went out this morning. I told you, hey, I'm going to show you how I'm setting things up. And on YouTube, I'm doing a whole live stream just about the setup, which is what you're watching right now. So you can see May 20th is where the email went out. May 20th is when the live stream happened. On the 22nd, I'm going to email the Bootstrap creators and encourage them to join the challenge, specifically to that segment of my list. Then on May 24th, I want to show the Flowdesk setup for the challenge, educate people on how I'm using Flowdesk to do the checkout, to do the sign up. So I'm showing how to use Flowdesk, but I'm also marketing what I'm doing at the same time. And then you can see underneath that, I have dates for everything leading up to the challenge starting. Okay. So it is all outlined, what I'm doing on Instagram, what I'm doing on YouTube, what I'm doing on my email, and what I'm doing on LinkedIn. Having a roadmap like this is really going to set your offers apart. One thing that I see happening a lot online is people go, okay, I need more money, so I got to launch something, and they don't take the time to map it out. I'm a visual person, so using a Canva whiteboard works really well for me. That also helps me because if I write it in a notebook or I write on a piece of paper and I go somewhere and I've left the notebook at home, now I'm losing valuable time because I don't have my notes with me. So that is why when it comes to certain things, I will brainstorm digitally so that no matter where I go, all I have to do is log into my Canva account and I can make that happen. Okay. So that is how I approach my offers. So I can visually see, like, is it too much? Can I take things away? You can drag things, you can move things around. And so you can say, okay, what is my bandwidth? What is the goal? Who does this help? So I think at some point I will clean up my whiteboard and make this available to my members in the event that they want to execute a challenge like me. But at the end of the day, I want to show you how this is practically happening on the back end. Now, I have had some members take advantage of the different digital products that I've put in Buy Me a Coffee. And so I want to encourage you, as you are doing things in your business, as you are creating a Notion board or a template in Honeybook or a template in Canva or a template in Flowdesk, you can make those things available. I have found personally that the $5 price point for something that's fairly simple works really well. And so extras and Buy Me a Coffee is a fantastic way for you to create something quick that someone can put in their cart and they can download. Last week, we actually created this extra. This extra has already sold multiple times, okay? I sold 4 of them while I was actively adding it to the shop live on the live stream. And so I want to encourage you, if a challenge feels overwhelming to you, we covered 9 other growth strategies to help prepare yourself for the summer. The buying process during the summer is totally different than the buying process during the fall or the spring. People are in vacation mode, their kids are home, their schedules are tossed to and fro. And so even if that doesn't describe you, it does describe your customers. And so I wanted to give you guys multiple strategies you could implement so that you could drive additional sales during the summer. So when you take a summer hiatus, you are not stressed about your business hurting because you took a break. If you don't have a plan for additional revenue during the summer before you go on vacation, your vacation will be stressful and it will be filled with guilt because you're not working, right? And so that is why I wanted to show you all multiple ways that you could go about this. So I would encourage you, if you haven't already snagged this, you can either go and just watch the live stream from last week. We did add time codes. Or if you want the PDF version, you can go to Buy Me a Coffee. Just go to LaShondaBrown.com/coffee and you can snag this for $5. Okay. So that's what's currently in the Buy Me a Coffee shop, along with my template for my Flowdesk emails. Email is how I do the most conversions in my business. So although I can use YouTube, although I can use LinkedIn and Instagram, the vast majority of signups are going to come from my email list. And the way that I design my emails was specifically based on studying 20 plus newsletters and then implementing some things that I learned from them in my design. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop into the comments. I want you guys to know I'm not trying to overwhelm you. I'm trying to include you. So hopefully we can all take a breath. Okay. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. I want you to feel included and excited about what's coming. The Butter Room is going to be popping. I'm really excited about the giveaways. I've got so many different things I could give away. So I'll finalize that too as I'm making the landing page and whatnot. But again, LaShondaBrown.com/coffee. You'll find the extras. You'll find my newsletter template. You'll find my PDF about 10 different strategies to help you to boost your sales this summer. You can become a STAR student and get a ticket to the upcoming workshop. You can become a Bootstrap creator and hop on in and I can help you. Like, there's so many different things. And if you want to participate in the challenge that is already linked underneath this video, you can go and you can sign up in that Flowdesk form. All right. So Ellen is actually here. That's so funny. So I'm so glad you're here. The challenge is going to be at 7. So hopefully you can pop in for that. Ellen said she is listening intently. Love that. Ellen said, I heard there are 2 reasons that people get super quiet, either rapt attention or total confusion. I'm sure it's the first. I hope I wasn't confusing. So thank you so much for that. Let's see here. I might have missed what you said about the challenge fee. Is it included for creators in our monthly fee? Yes, it is included for Bootstrap creators. Non-members will simply pay $50. Same price you guys pay, but they're only paying for the month of June to participate. So as things go on with the Bootstrap creators, you guys will just continue to get more and more value, and it'll stay the same, $50 a month. Keep it simple. So yeah, you don't have to worry about it. You just have to let me know that you want to participate. So I put you on that segment because I'm not going to just email the whole community because some folks may not want to participate in this. So there'll be more information for Bootstrap creators coming out in our Wednesday email. But yes, you do not have to pay the additional fee. It is included. You're covered. All right. Alan said the value isn't in the price itself. It's in the intention and application of education. People can pay $100K for Ivy League schools, yet not actually apply the information. That is very true. That is very true. So friends, I am really excited about this. I I think realistically, at least twice a year, maybe once a quarter, we'll do a challenge. I don't want to be in a constant launch mode of like getting more members because, like I said, I mean, I it's just baffling to me. I mean, look at this. I mean, we're thriving. There's over 70 people in this community already, and the app hasn't even come out yet. So I am not pressed about, how many people we've got. I really just want to be a good steward over who's already here. So I'm happy to include new people, but I am content. I am content. So thank you again for all your support. I mean, it means the world to me. It keeps me from the rat race of social media, knowing that I have a group of folks that love the way that I teach and want to be around. So yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. So again, if you are a Bootstrap creator, you do not have to pay extra for the challenge, but you do have to let me know that you want to be a part of it so that I put you on a separate email segment and you get all that information. But yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm excited for the change in my schedule. I can't tell you too much, but I'm going on a big trip in June. A big trip. And that's what we'll say for now. And so this is going to be a fantastic way to allow me to just enjoy it, to not be stressed. Everyone will be taken care of. It's just going to be really great. So that's another reason why I looked through my own strategies that we talked about. And of all the strategies, it just felt like this will check so many different boxes. This will help members. This will attract new members. This will generate a little additional income before you go on the trip. And it'll just be fun. It'll be fun. So I'm really excited. Yes, I am keeping you guys in suspense, but trust and believe when it happens, I will not be shutting up. But I want to get in a better habit of talking about things when it's like final. Because life be life and things happen. But I am, big trip, Paris, Italy, South Africa, Greece. I'll be leaving the country. I will be going to Europe for the first time. That's it. I'm not going to say when, I'm not going to say where. But I bought some extra sunglasses. I bought some dresses. When I tell you, like, I am absolutely baffled how this happened. My husband gets to go. Like, it's just such a sweet gift. So I'm excited. I will definitely share. We do both have our passports now. Preparations are happening, but yeah, I'm extremely blessed. I'll just say that I'm extremely blessed and extremely honored to be included and a little bit baffled to be included. I mean, you guys have to understand, I don't even have 30K on this channel, but the way that I go about doing what I do has opened up doors for me that I never thought were attainable with a channel this small. So that's because of you. So your likes help. Your likes definitely help. Where in the world is LaShonda Brown? Okay. It's Europe. Like that's like a hint, right? That's like a real hint. So, man. I will tell you the way I shouted when I bought those plane tickets. I'm like I almost want to cry thinking about it because I'm like, how is this happening? I'm from like middle of nowhere, rural Virginia. I live in the mountains, don't have great internet. I can't even do 1080p when I live stream because my internet's trash. And so I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. But yeah, it's because of you guys. It's your fault. It is your fault. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you guys. And I hope you feel that way. So I hope this was helpful. I think I will finalize my whiteboard and I'll probably just share it with my email list. So if you guys didn't know, you can just sign up for my email list, and I'll share that real quick and then we'll land the plane. You can go to LaShondaBrown.com and there is a button that says join the club, or you can click on start here, and both will send you to this little landing page where you can sign up for the Bootstrap Club. That is what I call my email list. So if you want to stay in the know about what I'm doing, I do know I'll be taking a summer hiatus from live streaming in August. My anniversary is in August. I have a big trip at the end of July, another big trip, so I just, to not have to show up Monday morning, I will probably still post on Monday, but to not have to show up on Monday mornings and just have a little bit of space to be like, we don't have to have makeup on Monday morning. It's okay. It'll be good. So that's my summer hiatus. That's what I'm planning on doing. But I will be emailing my list, updating them on life, including them on what's going on. And I'll probably schedule some content to the channel because I don't want the channel to die. But I'll do a whole live stream about how I'm prepping for my summer hiatus. And I will tell you this real quick before I let you go. Call it a hiatus, not a sabbatical. When I tell you, last year I thought I was being real cute and I called it a summer sabbatical. And the amount of clients that thought that I was unavailable and unreachable, shenanigans. That was a fail. That was a fail on my part. They were like, we don't know if you're going to get this email, but we don't know if you saw this, but. And so it was very confusing. So I think the term hiatus is better if you're not going completely off the grid. If you're going off the grid, call it a sabbatical, call it a vacation, call it out of office. But yeah, that was not great last year. I confused a lot of people. So you're welcome to take a sabbatical. You're welcome to unplug, go off the grid. But in terms of optics and communication, if you are still checking your email, maybe you're not posting on social, but you can see it. Call it a hiatus, call it a vacation, but sabbatical implies I'm not reachable. And so if that is not the case, don't use that term. I learned the hard way. So it wasn't that bad, but I definitely had to explain myself multiple times. So anyways, friends, I hope this was useful. If you like this video, make sure that you like it. And before I go, what is one goal that you have for your business or your YouTube channel this week? I'll share a couple of those on the screen before I let you go, and then I will progress with my CEO day. Mondays are my day to just do check-ins with everybody on the team, figure out what's going on. We all on the same page. What's the vision? What's the vibe? And then we go forth from there. So I would love to know what is one goal that you have for your business or your YouTube channel this week. You can let me know in the comments. I'm super excited about the workshop with Phil. I think that's going to help a whole lot of people. So you can go to LaShonda Brown, shop.LaShondaBrown.com, become a star student. You'll get a ticket. But for those of you who are trying to continue to work full time and also do YouTube, you will benefit from that greatly. Ellen said, my goal is to come up with a posting schedule for YouTube. I love that. A lot of people ask me, how often should I post to YouTube? And if you're starting out a channel from scratch, I would suggest before you officially start the channel that you have 2 to 4 videos already done. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because everybody has great intentions and then they start the channel, they post a lot, and then they end up ghosting because the posting schedule wasn't sustainable. So some folks post twice a month. Some folks post weekly. I think once a month is kind of hard when you're trying to grow a channel. But if you're starting from scratch, start with some content already filmed so you give yourself a little bit of a head start before, you really pick up steam with your channel. Okay, so Alan said get at least 10 YouTube shorts posted. He and I have actually talked about this. Alan is in my membership, and I noticed on his channel that his shorts were outperforming his feed videos. So the shorts are a strategy to help boost the overall views for his channel and help him get closer to being monetized. So for members, please know I am looking at your stuff. Okay. So every now and again, I'll pop in and be like, hey, you want to try this? Okay. And I love it. I comment on your stuff. I like your stuff. Angela does a roundup every week with all the new content. So I'm watching y'all. Okay. I may not show my face because I don't want to freak people out or stress you out, but I am trying to be supportive. Let's just say that. So I'm engaging on your content. I'm checking it out. And if I get ideas for your channel, I will slide into your DMs and tell you. So that's a great goal because we chatted about that. So love that. Let's see here. Decide on a go live day for my YouTube channel. Love that. Again, I go live Mondays at 10 as a way to just kickstart my week. I really struggled with feeling like YouTube was my job. And so having a place Monday morning to clock in was super helpful for me. But that cadence may not work for everyone. Some folks do really well with live streams at night. You could try that. So I would say before you settle in to a day, try different days and try different times of the day to see what has, the highest level of engagement, the highest number of views, and then settle on a day and you can market that in your cover art. But I would say until you kind of get some feedback from your community, you don't feel boxed into defining that day and that time. All right. My goal is to make 2 videos for my new service business. Martha. Okay, awesome. Martha, that's awesome. So I love that. So yes, video content is fantastic for service-based businesses. Make sure that you do the SEO though, so that if people don't know about you, they are still finding out about you because you've optimized your video for search. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I would encourage you to check out the workshop replay. I leave these up for you guys. So even if you missed them live, you can watch the replay. We did a whole section about YouTube SEO during Saturday's workshop. All right, my friends. Well, it is time. I hope you all have an amazing, amazing week. Bootstrap creators, we will be meeting this Wednesday for our group coaching session. Next Wednesday, Phil will be teaching the workshop part-time YouTuber full-time income. So don't worry about signing up for either. You are automatically signed up if you are a Bootstrap creator. Star students, you are automatically signed up for next week's workshop. All right. So I think that's all of the announcements, my friends. So as we like to say on the channel, until next time, ta-ta for now.